When I talk about Roth IRAs, I like to bring in kids to the situation because the sooner that our clients can help their children to save, that compounding rule is going to help them immensely when they want to retire later in life. Whether that's at 55, 65, that's their choice, but it gives them a little bit of a leg up if they can start saving early. When clients start to have their children work in their businesses, one of the best things, in my opinion, that they can do for their children is to at least talk to them about Roth IRAs. What you can do as a business owner is you can give your son or daughter a wage in relation to the amount of work that they're doing for you. It has to be reasonable and based off of a job description for the type of work that they can do for you. And then you can pay them a wage, either hourly, sometimes salary, depending on what the level of experience they have. When they do this, then they can contribute to a Roth IRA. Many times what we ask our clients to do is pay their son or daughter this wage and then immediately have those funds route from, say, a checking or savings account where this paycheck is deposited right over to a Roth IRA account for those children. Many times when children are working for their folks, they don't need either a good part of their paycheck or all of it in some cases. So we ask them to route that over to the Roth and help them get that started. What this does for them is it takes the money out of the parent's higher tax bracket, puts it into a child's lower tax bracket, most likely, and it allows the child to start saving money at a very young age. Like I mentioned before, a little bit about compounding, that compounding effect, for example, if a child at 16 has about $10,000 in their IRA account, with between 6 to 7% compounding rate of return on that investment over time, they can have $250,000 saved in that Roth without contributing another dime after 16. If they have that $10,000 in there, they'll have almost $250,000 by the time they hit 65. Another reason that this is beneficial is a secondary motive. When clients have kids who potentially may or may not go to college, they don't necessarily want to put money into a 529, which is a college savings account, a state-based college savings account for their children, because they don't know if they'll ever be able to recoup that money or get that money back out, not subject to some penalties and so forth, because it's not used for education. When you create a Roth IRA for your child, it can be a savings account. It's a product that is an after-tax product, so you're putting money in after you pay tax, but those funds grow tax-free, and you, in essence, will never be taxed on that money. If you have money that you pull out prior to 5 years of holding the account, you can have some tax and potentially some penalties, but I'm not going to go into that issue right now. I want to talk more about the concept with this. With that Roth IRA, then you can let that money grow as your child is aging and working through up into the age of potentially going to college. If your son or daughter decides to go to college, then they could actually pull money out of that Roth IRA and pay for college. Now, here's where I talk about the differences a little bit with this penalty and interest on Roth IRAs. When you have a contribution amount that you've contributed to a Roth IRA, you can pull that at any time, not subject to any interest or penalties. If you have the earnings component that you start to pull out of a Roth IRA, you could be subject to both penalties and interest. It's just a little bit of a nice thing within a Roth IRA that allows you to pull some of the contributions if you need it in the future and not have to be wary of some violations with some of the tax laws. Now, you do want to be a little cautious with that. I always say once you put money in a retirement account, you should never pull it. However, this is a strategy that you can use if you're not 100% sure or even 80% sure that your son or daughter will go to college. You can utilize this instead of trying to hide money or put money away into a 529 account and save it for them in a potential situation where they would never use it. Again, benefits of this are they continue to grow that account and potentially never need the funds until they go to retire. And it pushes money from a higher tax bracket, meaning you as a business owner, to your child who's in a lower tax bracket, and you filter some money through to them in this retirement account. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to one of our team members at Midwest Financial Group. I'm Carrie Apple. Have a great day.